That there. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. I think everything's back to work normally. Hope so. Roller, I threw it across the room for some reason.
I don't seem to be having the same luck.
Oh?
I was able to get this working before.
Okay. I think I'm all good. Nope, I'm not all good. I forgot.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. There we go. Welcome to something different.
Oh God, what are we looking at, Wes?
This is welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. This is a collection of of what is basically Game Boy games that have been
2020
ported.
and 2025. That doesn't sound. Oh, they've been ported. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. These are ports.
This is a 2020 port of 20. No, not even 20s. 2005 games? Not even 1998.
98 to 2005. That is the span with which we are working.
That's funny.
Yep.
Jesus. All right. This is interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting. So for a bit of context, Evan's feeling under the weather today, and so we needed something to do. Tempted to call off the stream and just watch some more Yu-Gi-Oh! In my own time, but I said, fuck it. This is out, and I played a little bit of this, and I had a good time. So I'm subjecting everyone else to it.
Okay,
look-
so is it the games in order, like in time in release order?
Yes, these are
98.
games in release order. I believe there's about 20 or so.
I mean, you can see them in the circle. That's a good amount of games.
And this is these are Yu-Gi-Oh games, stretching back from the very first one, Duel Monsters, in 1998, all the way up to the Game Boy game Seven Trials to Glory World Championship Tournament, which was a Game Boy Advance game.
I feel like I've seen the box art of that one, for sure.
Oh, probably, yeah. There's probably a
not
whole
the
bunch of
other
these that
ones,
just
though.
show up on shelves. But yeah,
Well,
this
I
is
wonder if any of them were Japan exclusives before being.
yes. There are
over.
some Japanese exclusive games, like for example, Duel Monsters 6 Expert 2. What that subtitle means, I have no idea. But this is one of the
I
games.
just thought it sounded
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Duel Monsters, probably it's the sixth game. It's the second. It's the sequel to Expert 1. That's at least the seventh game.
If you press the Switch version button, what does that do on that game?
4 games that do have 2 versions or more. It switches between them. So there's World Championship Tournament 2004 as it was released in the Americas. World Championship 2004 as it was released in the EU. And there's Duel Monsters Expert 3. All the same game, but some have different. I think some have erratas or something that are different. Some cards that didn't get released in the West that were released in the original ones.
Okay, so are
Yeah.
we starting at the beginning here to get a real taste of what Game Boy Duel Monsters was like? Or
Yeah, we'll try a couple of each of them. I am only familiar with a couple of these games. In that I've only played a couple of them myself. I've played Dungeon Dice Monsters, but I was never very good at it because this game is very hard. And
I
I
remember the dice.
yes, and I played the Eternal Duelist Soul, and this is one of the ones that I've played a little bit since picking this up, at least like last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
That's
a lot of these
25, okay.
are just totally brand new experiences that I never picked up or were never available to me.
That last one, like I said, I feel like that's one I've seen, and so I wonder if it's good because I've seen it, or if it's it's the same as all the others.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Now,
Well, let's see how it all started, I guess.
yeah, a couple interesting things about these first couple games, though. These were released before there was an actual card game. So
There was an anime.
there was an anime that started with the Season 0 anime, which was pretty intense, that followed the manga. And then there was what was a spin-off, but eventually became the main crux of Yu-Gi-Oh! Going forward, where it focused on a specific interaction, or a specific episode of the original season, in which they played the card game Duel Monsters. But that specific episode, or that specific chapter, people were so interested in, oh, what is this Duel Monsters game? This looks so interesting, that they said, well, I guess we're just gonna make the whole franchise about this going forward now. And then there came the anime, which was the season that everyone got. But for that first 2 years of this being in existence, we didn't really have any real rules. We had the basic structure of you throw down monsters, you play spells, you play trap cards, and you get your opponent's life points to 0. But if you've ever watched the first season of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, it just sort of did shit. It was very much, here is your pieces, play D&D with them. Which is where things like giant soldier of stone stabbing the moon comes from. Because there's no real rules. And of course, come season 2 of the anime with the Battle City arc, that is when they actually, like, okay, this is how we are introducing the real mechanics of the card game that we are now selling to people because of the success of the anime. It's such a fascinating history of, like, how the interest in one particular aspect of this show spiraled into, oh, how do we make this into a real product? And then going forward, how do we keep making this product forever? And thus far, they've basically made it into a new game, is how they keep making the product forever.
Yeah, you got to keep it updated to modern expectations.
Yeah, and boy oh boy does it ever get wild. I might, like, as the very last thing of the stream, throw on Master Duel. And
just like walk us through one of the like modern combos.
Just as a hard switch to, like, oh, this is what Yu-Gi-Oh has become. But let's see where it started. Let's try Duel Monsters. Play. Oh boy, oh boy. This sure is a Game Boy game.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's the OG Game Boy.
That's
no color.
OG Game Boy. Welcome to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters.
You know, it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look that bad, yeah.
A lot of old games, when they're scaled down to, or scaled up, I guess, they don't look quite right because, like, the developers knew the screen that they were building on, right? So they kind of, like, incorporated the screen artifacts into their art sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Sonic with the waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
That is a what's it called tube TV artifact.
Oh.
Like basically what causes the animation to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a few cool things like that when you translate it, that's why some games have like a CRT mode. CRT was the word I was looking for. They have like a CRT mode because that like turns on those effects that the artist originally planned for.
That is so interesting. I knew about, like, they would account for like CRT TVs and stuff like that to make up for some things or to make certain effects work, but I don't know, like, specifically for Sonic and the waterfalls that you needed a CRT to do that. That's why they have CRT modes.
The first named example I can think of. There are plenty though.
Yeah, I know this one has different effects. We can have a TV, a monitor filter, an LCD.
Oh, interesting. Is that for every game, I wonder?
Yes, I believe it.
And then it looks like it has a save state system. Based on that menu.
Yes.
Ooh. Wait, color palette. Wait, keep going. Color palette?
Color palette. Yep.
Oh.
Game Boy. What's GBP? GBL.
Well, I know there was the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, look at that.
I think that's the first one I had, was like that. It was the green.
Quite loud.
It was a purple purple transparent case. And
oh, Game Boy purple, Game Boy Clear. Or Game Boy.
I didn't know if they have actually different color palettes to the screens.
I don't know.
But that's how I remember my Game Boy.
I had a Pikachu Game Boy.
Was it black and white?
Oh no, it was like a Pokemon bundle for the Game Boy Color. I didn't actually have a Game Boy. I had a sort of like a cousin who had an original Game Boy, and that was cool to see. But I had a Game Boy Color. That was my oldest console. Before you begin a new game, enter a duelist name. Well, be known in this world. Use wisely, because you cannot change it later. Oh boy, listen to that game go.
I was half expecting you to put in change later. But that's too long.
Way too long. Oh boy, look at this.
Look at that start screen art.
Look at that.
See, it looks worse. It looks significantly worse
yeah.
without the filter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting just how it gives it so much more depth to it, and it helps blend all the colors better.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Welcome to the campaign.
But there's 4 characters.
There's 4 characters to fight.
Fight?
I presume we're fighting them. Again, I know nothing about this. I know nothing about this game specifically.
Maybe we're talking to them. We're gonna see. Say hi.
Alright, let's chat with Yugi. I'm Yugi, nice to meet you. Beat each of us 5 times and you can advance. Alrighty.
Okay, you gotta beat 4 characters 5 times.
Yep. What? Oh my god, this is amazing.
70 cards?
Yeah, there's 70 different cards in this. Oh boy. What does our deck look like?
You got 8 decks.
What remains? A fiendish zombie tree. Dragon Ursat's head. Bit of dragon, double the teeth. Masked clown, where it dances to the rhythm of doom. Oh boy. This. Oh boy. Oh, this is exciting. Look at all these stat lines. Oh, well,
You have attack.
we cracked
you got
1,000. Yep.
defense.
Attack, defense, fiend, typing. Not as strong as this creature looks. Terra the Terrible. Firegrass, very classic. Turtle. Archfiend Marmot, great card. Inotama, do we have
You
a
have
Stalker? Do we have any spells? Mystical Capture, Angel. Another Turtle.
Are
Yukishin.
there trap cards and stuff in this game?
It does not look like. Oh, yep, there's the Flame. Monster Egg, nope. Raigeki is a spell. There it is. Destroys all enemy monsters in play. Barks to deal damage. Inotama. Muyan Curry. Red Medicine. Dark Piercing Light. All monsters on the field are exposed. Oh boy, oh boy. Man, I don't know what to expect with this. It's your turn. 8,000 life points. Oh boy, look at our hand. What a grip of cards. We've got Big IS. We've got Sparks. We've got Kenning. We've got Firegrass. Turtle. And this is our hand.
Say that Sparks, I guess. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Sparks. Use Sparks. Opponent loses life points. Alright, we just use it.
Never mind.
Opponent's turn. Oh, we get 1 card. Oh, okay. Oh, they use Fiend Grasp and they dealt damage to us. That was what, 600? Our turn.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's, fuck it.
Big monster. That's your big guy, right?
That's our guy. The blue-eyed something. Attack. We gotta attack the fiends something. Hell yeah.
And trample's a thing.
Oh yeah, as long as they're both in attack, they trample. Oh, they set one card in defense position. Ooh, defense is iffy. We don't really have anything super huge. I don't really think anything super huge
The
exists.
turtle?
Yeah, so I think...
That breaks 1,000. Oh, you can put him in a defense mode?
Bend.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, we have a little bit of defense. Oh, happy low? Easy, easy. Alright, we just gotta keep throwing out big things, I guess. Dragon E. Dragon E attack. Oh, easy, easy. And we still have a monster, so we get to attack directly as well.
Nice. 8,000 feels like a lot of life points when you're doing less than 1,000 per.
Yeah. Like, it's another weird artifact of the time. Because in the show, where monsters like these really mattered in the first season, they started with 2,000 life points. And then after that, they bumped it up to 4,000. But just, 200 defense, easy. Yeah, they bumped it up to... It was originally 2,000 in the first season, when very little mattered. There were also some other rules, like you had to play a monster every turn, and you couldn't attack directly. Like, weird things like that. But it all about balanced out for interesting TV. But when you're trying to make a card game with like that, having very short matches with like 2,000 that end in like 3-4 turns just because you get steamrolled, they're not particularly thrilling or fun to do on the playground. So you bump up the life points to 8,000, so they last longer, and becomes much more of a slogfest. It's very interesting that they keep this level of I accidentally hit a trigger. This level of attack points for this. I guess this is, yeah, just following whatever concepts they had in development for the card game going forward. Now I wonder if we're gonna see any actual, like, big, huge, strong cards. Because, like, we have one card in our deck that cracks 1,300. Inotama, get out of here. And Dragon E, fuck him up. There we go. Next time I'll believe in the cards my grandpa gave me. You weren't believing in them this time? Sucks to suck, Yugi. That'll bring me the win. Fantastic. You won, so you get 199 Penguin Knight. Good luck on your next duel.
Penguin Knight?
Oh, and we kick back over here. Okay. Penguin Knight, yeah. Let's see what this is quick. Drunk, it was 199. Penguin Knight, I believe, is an effect monster, which I would be shocked if they included it. Details. That is
Aqua.
That is Penguin Knight without any of its effects. That's so interesting.
It does have the aqua keyword. Does that mean something?
That's just creature type.
Oh, okay.
A spellcaster, dragon, aqua.
But this card is sent directly from your deck to the graveyard by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent. Unite your graveyard cards and your own deck. Shuffle them, form a new deck. Okay,
Where-
I followed that, I think.
Where are you reading that from?
I just pulled up the card on Google. Such. What do you mean?
Oh, I'm thinking Penguin Soldier. Either way, I don't think this card actually has any effects. it's just a penguin knight.
There's no room to put that information
Yep.
with also giving it a description. So
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the very first Yu-Gi-Oh game. But we got
you know, if that's what you got,
password screen.
it's something.
Your password. Adventure 1, select done. And okay, yep. Quit. But yeah, that's about what the earliest editions of Yu-Gi-Oh were like. Just smacking small monsters into each other as best you can.
And that would have been in the original cartridges. There's no save state, right?
Yeah,
There's
probably.
no battery.
Hmm.
So that's why you would need the password system.
Hmm. Makes sense. And let's see how the game evolved a year later. Duel Monsters 2. Dark Duel Stories.
Had they like what's the timeline here? What is this, them saying like, okay, actually this actually kicked off, let's do something with it, or is they still haven't done that yet?
They might not yet done this. Let me Google the anime release dates. Yu-Gi-Oh! The original run of the manga went from September 17th, 1996 to March 8th, 2004. The original TV series, so what would be considered Season 0, which follows the first couple chapters of the manga, that only, like, one episode actually deals with duel monsters. It came out in 1998. It's not until the year 2000 that we get Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, which is the show that we all know and love, which is Season 1. So this is still a year out from Season 1. And Eric date Monster Season 2, which is the Battle City arc, was April of 2001. So it's not going to be until about 2001 that we see real, actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and mechanics properly. We're just going to see the reflection of them in these, games. Welcome to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 2. Please enter your duelist name before you begin. Oh my god, we got color.
Wow.
Your name this time is gonna be Noah.
Wow. The
Fine,
first two
fine.
letters are the same, so basically don't know.
Yep. Oh my god, we got so many more options now. We can change our name, we can get a password, do records. Do Versus, this game feature is not supported in the collection. Well, we can't do Versus yet. I believe it's coming eventually.
Oh yeah?
They are adding, like, online multiplayer support for the older games.
This is just the other game. It's just in color and a bit fancier graphics.
It might just be
Right?
the other game, yes.
Let's see what the decks are like.
I'm Yugi, nice to meet you. Let you advance if you can beat me 5 times.
Yeah. That's
This is
pretty similar.
Yeah, this is very similar. Okay,
Maybe a
there's
different deck?
some differences now.
Yeah?
We got star costs. Actually I don't know what cost means. I have no idea what cost means. It's not levels, because this is a 250 by 250 Earth Warrior. We have attributes. I don't know what cost is. We have Zone Eater, swallow enemies for digestion. It's an aqua. Cost 4. Melius Radiant. Oh, is it deck building cost? You only have so many strong things. None of these things are strong. E-mace costs 7 to add. Where's a low monster?
You think it's 350 out of 400 points?
I think so. Curtain costs 11. Curtain of Dark. Let's return to Trunk. Yep, and we drop 11 points.
Sure hope
Interesting.
you're paying attention to what the... Okay.
That's fine. What do we have?
Penguin!
Penguin Soldier. This is what I
And
was thinking.
Soldier.
It still has no abilities. It costs 12. Oh my god. Alright, let's duel.
Penguin Soldier.
It's our
Penguin
turn.
Soldier.
Penguin Soldier.
That's basically the same art.
It's basically the same art, yeah. Penguin Soldier does have an ability, and I don't think that this one does, because we can't...
Flip. You can target up to 2 monsters on the field, return those targets to the hand.
Let's play Abyss Flower. Are we gonna attack on the first turn? Fuck yeah. Or no, we just played it in attack mode. Oh. End turn. Oh. Oh, played a face down. All right. Summon Buku. And let's attack with Buku. Get fucked, Shadow S. And Abyss Flower attacks. Yep, this sure is the exact same game again. It is interesting they now have the deck the deck limit or the card limit.
Is that because they added like a versus, and so they wanted like a way for players to have, well, for the developers, I guess, to control the deck balance between players?
Probably, yeah.
So it's interesting that, like, I feel like in this case, that's an immersive game design that they put in to solve a specific problem of, hey, why wouldn't I just use all the best cards in the deck, like the theoretical best cards, all the time?
Right, yeah. So just to give you a reason to, like, oh yeah, you need to have some of these other wimps in the deck for your opponent to beat on, or else it's just not going to be that much fun. Let's play this Penguin Soldier, who I cannot play face down, so he's just going to have to be face up, which I believe means he does not have an effect. We'll just keep kicking Yugi's teeth in. End turn. Yugi's turn. 1 card face down defense. I'll summon this Morphing Jar. Attack. Fuck you, Sinister Serpent.
Wow, rude.
And we'll start chipping away at his life. you can definitely see where some of the problems that people have with Yu-Gi-Oh come from. It really is a game where you do have to draw the out in order to really be playing the game, because you get eventually to a setup where your opponent just has a board full of beaters, and you need that one trap card or that one spell card to clear their board, or else you cannot make a comeback. And then to see how that advanced with what is essentially Yu-Gi-Oh! 2. With modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Where matches rarely, if ever, go beyond the third turn. Powerful duelist just like my grandpa. I'll win next time. Sure you will, Yugi. Hello, Tail. You won. You got 2 Purun. Good luck on your next
It
duel.
didn't tell you what the number is? Oh, there. 'Cause
There
it
you
shows
go.
The whole card detail after.
Yep. 4 for 4. Cost 9, so we cost 9 to add them to our deck. For a 450 attack and 500 defense Aqua. That's not amazing.
What's the point of the monster types here? Because if there's no card effects, how does the typing matter?
It depends on what card effects do exist. Records. Oh, my Rex, Mako, Kaiba.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, they added a lot of characters in this. A lot of the anime characters that we wouldn't see for like a year. That's fascinating.
The characters that came out in the anime the year after this game came out?
Yeah, you see it in you see them show up in Dungeon Dice Monsters, but a lot of the characters from the like the 98 anime, you just never see them again ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! But they reused their appearances in Dungeon Dice Monsters specifically, and probably some others in as side characters in other games. But these characters that we see names for right now, Mokuba, Weevil, Mai, Rex, Mako, those are all characters that show up in Duelist Kingdom, which we're not going to get for another year. And with all of the art assets that are translated to pixel arts, there must have been a pretty close relationship between the dev team of this Yu-Gi-Oh! Game and the animation team going forward.
Yeah, this is published by Konami or actually developed by Konami?
Oh yeah, but
right?
also, there's the manga that came out. When does Duelist Kingdom start in the manga?
Oh, I guess that would be fair. We're only considering anime timeline, which is not
Alright.
correct.
Manga. Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga includes the Duelist Kingdom arc, which was first published in Tankobon volumes starting in 1997. The first volume was released in March 4th, 97. Okay. Duelist Kingdom manga arc, first chapter 60. This still is, so this is about 2 years after we got the manga arc, and about a year before we got the anime version of that arc. So we do have all of these designs, we do have all of the cards and characters that they use. Hello, 2F. Welcome, this is a stream mostly for B. So yeah, we do have all these
Also
designs,
streaming.
and we do have some of their cards and strategies, but we can't implement them right now because they are. We just don't have the memory. We don't have the space for it on a Game Boy cartridge.
Okay, makes sense, I suppose. Art does probably take up most of the memories in a card game.
Yeah, yeah. Lurking also starting. Hey, no problem, no problem. But yeah, it's a fascinating little timeline of events how this works. This is Capsule Monsters next.
Monster Capsule. I don't know Monster Capsule.
It was like a 20 episode spin-off arc, smack in the middle of. I think it's smack in the middle of like Duelist Kingdom. And it essentially was a way to spin off from the spin-off. How do we use these things in other media and not in other media? And how do we use these things as other like games, basically? Because back then, everything was advertising for something. You wouldn't make something if you're not advertising something. You wouldn't make an anime unless you're advertising the manga or the novel, right? You wouldn't make a show. You wouldn't make a cartoon unless you're advertising toys.
Yeah, I mean, still a lot of things work like that.
Still, a lot of things work like that now, but you do also have, like, people who grow up on that now just have their own money and can have their own creative drives and push to make things that, sell as pieces of entertainment, but also just make things for the love of making things rather than,
Yeah, because Konami.
having the push from the higher-ups constantly have, to be, okay, we need this to make this toy, or we need this to make this set.
Did Konami develop their own action figures, or did they partner with somebody else to do that? Toys.
Not sure the Konami marketing situation.
History. Founded in 1969. Wow, I didn't actually know that.
Wow.
Arcade success in the 80s. 1991, they changed their legal name to Konami Co.
I found it. Oh my god, Kaiba was in a wheelchair.
In 1997, Konami started producing rhythm games for arcades and branched off into collectible card game business with the launch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game.
Ah.
Konami was not only known for its card games, also imported into the pachinko business. Pachinko played a huge part in Konami's success that started to popularize never before seen characters.
Yeah. It'll be mine.
That's so evil.
Alright, already this is interesting. We've got Kaiba with the Millennium Ring, which never happens. Welcome to Capsule Monsters.
He says it will be mine, so I'm gonna assume he doesn't have it. He's just creaming over it. Just thinking about it.
Why you always have to say it like that? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He made a very weird face.
After Yugi and his friends defeated Kaiba at the Doom Tea.
Did that happen?
It did happen in Mega, yeah. His shattered mind to recover. I missed the first line. Now. They have received an invitation. Oh my god.
What am I looking at?
I don't know what we're looking at here, but we sure are looking at some Game Boy Color ass Pokemon game. So yeah, that the intro bit, not with Kaiba in the ring, but that was basically pixel art of the manga panel in which Yugi destroys Kaiba's mind.
As one does.
As one does, yes. So how the story of Yu-Gi-Oh shakes out is I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. So Yugi's grandpa is an archaeologist and brings back the Millennium Puzzle and gives it to Yugi to solve as just like, oh yeah, here's a thing. Play with this priceless ancient Egyptian artifact. Why not? Maybe you can work on it. I have to run a card shop. Yugi puts it together and unleashes the spirit inside the puzzle, which is, Yami Yugi, who is the king of games. And what that means is that Yami Yugi can initiate shadow games in which, people's souls are on the line. And throughout what is season 0 or the original run of the manga, he goes around he gets involved in trouble because, he's in a shitty area, shitty school, Japan, full of delinquents and whatnot. He gets into situations like, a very notable one, he's taken hostage at a diner by a dude with a gun. So he challenges people doing wrong to shadow games. They play a game, and if you lose or if you cheat, you lose your soul and die, basically. Where this bridges into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters is that Kaiba shows up and I don't know if he's just bullying Yugi or if he, in the show that we know, wants a particular card off of Solomon Muto, Grandpa Moto. He challenges Yugi. He says, okay, we'll play this game. And they play Duel Monsters, basically. And it plays out similar to how it does in the first episode of the show that we all got in the West. Kaiba summons a bunch of blue eyes. Yugi pulls the win, and then he basically crushes Kaiba's mind. In the original run, Kaiba does come back as... I think he comes back as a ghost first, and then he comes back and actually challenges Yugi again. To which they play another game, and then Yugi actually yanks the evil out of Kaiba's soul and just lets Kaiba piece his soul back together by himself. It got really fucked up. But we just saw was Kaiba getting mind crushed the first time, I believe. And now we are here.
Waiting for him to recover.
Yeah. I guess waiting for him to recover, he's come to some sort of revelation. And has invited us back to the Kaiba amusement park. Oh, welcome everyone
Still
to
evil.
Kaiba amusement park. Probably still evil. Master Seto is waiting inside. Please come in. Let's go, guys. These are all our friends. We got Yugi, we got Joey. Something smells fishy here, don't you think? Kaiba could be up to something.
No way. That'll be fun. Let's go.
It's totally fine. He only tried to kill us once. What, Bakura?
Okay, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh dear. I think I'd better tag along too. This can only go well, I'm sure. Give me your best Kaiba impression.
You made it, Yugi.
That's pretty good, Kaiba, you look well.
Why are you so happy? Don't get the wrong idea. We're still not friends.
Huh?
Mind doll! I don't know, I just want to say it.
Oh, fuck.
Getting dolled, I guess.
Oh no, our friends are
All our
dead.
friends.
They're
Oh,
all
there goes
dead.
those voices.
Yep.
Our friends are dying! All our friends die again!
Oh, shit, why does it keep happening to us? Guys. Oh god. Oh, we've switched. We are now Yami Yugi. Kaiba, what's going on? What did you do? What did you do to them?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I simply sealed their souls away into 5 separate dolls. Yugi, if you want to save your friends, you'll have to win the Monster World Tournament held in this duel tower. Each time you beat the Dark Master who protects each floor, I'll give you back a doll. But if you lose, your Millennium Puzzle will be mine.
Fine. I accept your challenge.
Then I'll be waiting for you on the top floor.
Guys, I promise I'll get you back to normal.
Shall I explain the rules of this tournament?
Yes.
First, I'll give you 5 star chips. Tournament participants wager their star chips in each battle.
Battle, each player can send out up to 4 monster capsules, known as MCs, field, and must defeat all of the other players' monsters to win. The loser has to give a star chip to the winner. Lose all your star chips or MCs, you'll be eliminated. So be careful. Star chips are distributed instead of coins. You can gain new MCs from capsule machines and other methods. When you have the required number of star chips, it's time to challenge the Dark Master that protects each floor in their monster world. There are 5 floors in total. If you defeat the Dark Master on all 5 floors, you can challenge Master Kaiba on the top floor. I wish you luck in your endeavors. I don't recognize this character. Oh my god. Woman.
Welcome to the Duel Tower. Thank you for your participation in Monster World Tournament.
Yes, I'm very happy to participate. Look forward to it.
I will take that you are already aware of the rules. You need to battle others to gather star chips.
Yes.
You may acquire the MCs you will use in battle from the capsule machines on each floor.
Why did I talk to that sinister dude? This is just gonna tell me.
Now, do your best and feel free to come back here anytime.
Alright.
God, I'm so glad I have a regular paycheck and I don't have to do these battles where my soul's on the line.
Yeah, yeah. It's a capsule machine. There 1 star chip? Oh, it costs star chips to summon? You get capsules? Oh, fuck. You got Topo level 1 capsule.
Well, yeah, you wager.
Got any MCs? How about a battle with me? Battle? Yes. Place monsters. Preset formation. Place now.
Wait, what?
Topo. Oh boy, none of this makes
You-
any sense.
You didn't spend enough to get more monsters. You only have 1 monster? The
Only
Topo
have-
you just got?
Just got Topo.
Oh, you're dead. I really hope he only has 1 monster. And that's weaker than the Topo.
Yep,
What?
there we go. He's got 1 monster. Turn 1, your turn. Topo. Yep, he sure is Topo. Topo, move. Stay.
You should put him in the mountains. Probably defensive biome, right? That's how that works.
Probably. Stay.
Excuse me.
Turn 3, your turn. Let's retreat to the mountains. Stay. Turn 4, your turn. Well, let's just go and attack. Topo can only attack diagonally.
Cool. I'm glad it lets you revert your move.
Yeah, that's good. Topo attacked. Pounce! Its accuracy rate of 80 against Brain Slime.
Oh, wow.
We're rolling dice.
Look at those dice roll.
We rolled a
Oh,
15.
there's no actual numbers on them. Okay.
Inflicted 6 damage on Brain Slime. Alright. Cool, I guess. I guess we'll move and attack on a diagonal because Brain Slime... I don't know what Brain Slime's problem is. Accuracy of 80% against Brain Slime. 7. Critical hit. Oh my god. So, okay, high rolls are bad, probably. If we hit over 80, then we miss.
It's a Thaco system? Oh no.
12. 12 damage inflicted on Brain Slime. Brain Slime was defeated. Get fucked, Brain Slime. Defeat the enemy monster. Each monster gained 25 XP. Gain 1 star chip.
I wonder if it's just on zero. On zeros in the 10 position. It's like what, a 10% chance?
No. You got Bigfoot level 1. We just got Bigfoot. Get another one. Get
You
Ninja
need at least
Squid.
2 feet. Having 1 foot is awkward.
Is Jukebox here? Try putting money in? No. Money is our life. What?
Is it money?
Train game is filled with lots of cute plushies. MC. Caps. Oh. Stat. You got Bigfoot? Yeah, it sure is Bigfoot. You got Ninja Squid? None of these are... Okay, Bigfoot is eventually a thing, but that's not for like another like 10, 15 years.
Ninja Squid.
Ninja
Yeah,
Squid.
Looks like a bloopa.
Yeah. Oh no! Look at that
What is
attack
that attack?
radius! 1 up or or queen movement down and diagonal down? What is Bigfoot's attack? Bigfoot attacks on the diagonal. Topo attacks on the diagonal. Oh no.
Bigfoot's just a better topo.
He's just a better Topo, yeah. I think Bloodborne Gatling Gun is underrated. Yeah, there's a lot of very interesting builds you can fit in with Bloodborne. Let's battle. I'm gonna beat you. Battle? Yes. Preset? No. Place now. Alright, we got Topo. Topo will place here. We got Bigfoot. Bigfoot will place next to Topo. And we got the Ninja Squid, who is useless since we start at the bottom.
Put it in the forest, baby. Yeah.
Yeah? And we'll start. Alright, he's got Brain Slime. He's
the
fucked. Oh, we can move 1 thing a turn. Okay.
Cool. He's going for your squid.
We gotta move first then. Squid. Attack. Fuck him up. Ninja Squid attacks. Squid Ink. Has an accuracy rate of 91 against Brain Slime. Alright. Decent 6 damage inflicted on Brain Slime. Brain Slime's turn. Oh, Brain Slime has the squid attack pattern. Poison Spit. That's why it couldn't hit us for shit. Brain Slime got a field effect. Accuracy, a power up. Oh no! Fuck, it's using the fucking Duelist Kingdom rules.
Why did it get a field effect?
I guess because it's a forest type or whatever. 23. Oh fuck. Just Squid, you're fucked. Attribute Forest. Oh yeah, Attribute Forest. Squid is Attribute
Get out of the
Umi.
forest. Make it chase you to the Bigfoot. Because it can't attack you on the diagonals, and it can't attack you sideways either.
Bigfoot is also Forest type. Move. Alright. Okay. I think he can move and attack though, just 'cause he's still above. Yeah. It's like got the field effect. Actually, power up. 67 against Ninja. I think Ninja Squid's fucked.
Sacrificial squid.
67.
If your monster
Ooh.
dies in the game, does it die in real life?
Oh my god, I don't know. The mystery. Move. Attack, Bigfoot attack. Muscle punch! Got support effect from an ally. Actually, power went up. Actually, 85 against Brain Slime. We need below an 8. 91! Miss! Oh, fuck. Brain Slime took no damage. Oh, he's running away. Bigfoot attacks, muscle punch. Regular accuracy is 75, okay. God, Bigfoot, you suck. Why are you rolling so high? Run it away. Bigfoot into a forest and stay. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Bigfoot, fucking get him. Bigfoot attacks, muscle punch. Got a field effect. Accuracy, a power up. Accuracy of 85 against Braid Slab. Jesus Christ. 15 damage. Bigfoot rules. Beat the enemy monster. Each monster gained 25 XP. Gain 1 star chip. That is fascinating. It is completely divorced from Duel Monsters, other than there are Duel Monsters characters here. But that's really cool. Save. Good. Hey, that was Capsule Monsters. Or Monster Capsule, sorry. We're moving on to 2002. The Dark Duel Stories.
Ooh. A visual novel?
Maybe. Highly possible. Welcome to Dark Duel Stories. Welcome to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories. Before you start, input your duel name. With us in spirit. Oh boy, oh boy. Part number, construction, chests, construction. Ruby Eye Beast, Eyes Rabbit. Ruby Escalor. What is this?
Why do they all? And then they don't all look the same. But they kind of look the same.
Lower body 1. I have no idea what's happening. Chests. Inner chests.
Has some kind of assembly and disassembly of monsters.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. Campaign. Let's go fight someone. Duke Devlin's
Hey,
here.
we got a new person added.
We got
to
two new people. They
Oh,
swap-
actually, yeah.
They
What
swapped.
happened to?
What happened to Bakura? I don't know, but they swapped it for Duke Devlin and My Valentine. All right, Mai, let's rumble. And here called Mai. With the Harpy Lady cards, if you can beat my Harpy Lady sisters, let you go on ahead. All right. What is our deck? Oh man, our deck looks awful. Oh, and I don't think there are any monster effects. Jinzo number 7 should have a monster effect, but it does not. It should be able to attack directly. I think this is the exact same game. But we don't start first every time!
Do you think it was coincidence that we started first on the other one?
I don't know if it was a hard rule, but we definitely didn't start first. Bladefly. Offer. Special. Defend. These are new. This monster has no special effect. But we will attack. Go, Bladefly. Fuck up the rainbow. Details discard. Oh. They added some new stuff. Mucka. Attack. And what's special of Mucka? This monster has no special effect. Attack. Alright, we get the idea. All right, well, yeah, that's that sure was exactly the same game as the first two. Maybe, just maybe, Duel Monsters 4, Battle of Great Duelists, Yugi deck. It's gonna be different.
You think?
I have no idea. That was from 2002. This is from 2000, so we're going backwards a bit. Kaiba deck, Joey deck. Oh, these are... What are these? What are these? I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Featuring the Egyptian god cards. Battle of Great Duelists. Continue. Campaign. Oh, okay. We've got other characters here. Sure, let's fight Rex Raptor. Name's Rex Raptor. Forte is in the name. Once my dinos appear, your history. I wouldn't lose 5 times in 100 million years. Deck. Yep. I'm struggling to see what's different here. There's more consistency, definitely. Lime Toad. Cool.
You know, this is actually a pretty good example of like, if the formula works, why change it up too much? Just, you know, improve the visuals and add new stuff. Maybe fix things for balancing sake.
Yeah, this is definitely.
costs and the stuff.
It's definitely an iteration on this Duel Monsters formula. I think these are just going to be different decks that you can get. Interesting. Let's move on to Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we know what these are.
I know that, but a Dungeon Dice Monsters is just the picture, and like I remember the Dungeon Dice episodes
Yes.
vaguely, like very vaguely.
Yes.
In fact, I think my only Yu-Gi-Oh set may have had Dungeon Dice somehow. I don't know, but I feel like I remember physically rolling them.
Remember, you had the Dungeon Dice Monsters set?
I think I had a set of dice. I don't know if I knew what they did. They might have just been cool cool cubes with shapes on them at the time.
Cool cubes
But-
with shapes on.
Yeah, because I remember watching these episodes, and then I feel like I would have, like the next time I was at the mall or whatever, I would have picked up a set of these dice,
Yep.
and have no clue how to use them. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
They just looked cool.
Yeah, so Dungeon Dice Monsters is another one similar to Capsule Monsters, where they were trying to figure out how can we monetize this more outside of just the card game now. And so they figured, okay, we'll try this spin-off with this sort of like dungeon building game. And we'll feature it in the show as a couple of episodes. To like, in the same way that they introduce people to the rules of the card game, have the episodes convey the rules of the show, using all these characters and mechanics that are pretty similar to what you would understand already. Dungeon Dice Monsters was... it didn't really take off in the West. They got a couple expansions over in Japan, but I think even then it stopped at like 3 or something. So it wasn't huge, but it did exist.
It sure did.
They use pictures of the fucking physical game.
Oh, low resolution. I definitely didn't have those. I definitely did not have those figures.
No.
Then again, if I did, like, I wouldn't have no idea how to use them.
Yeah.
That was definitely the age of just like, oh, this looks cool. Let me incorporate it into my random play.
Yep. BDM. Now this is one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games that I had on the Game Boy Advance cartridge, and I tried to play this, but it's not easy. Because it is one of those games where it expects you to know how to play. Because you've either just come off of watching the show and you saw this on the shelf and say, oh yeah, that's that game that I just watched. But otherwise you would have to, like, open the instruction manual and read how to play this game. And as a child who just got this and it said Yu-Gi-Oh on the front, I did not have the patience to go through this and read this.
So you had the digital.
I had the physical game of this, but
Oh no, you had the physical.
I completely ignored
characters
the
with the tiles.
no, not the characters with the tiles. No, I had the digital version of this. I never actually had the physical one. Couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
But I did not have the patience to actually learn how to play this game, so I would flail at this game occasionally and then put it down and play Pokemon again.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, so as a quick breakdown of how this game actually functions, you have a bunch of dice, and inside each dice contains a monster, and on the dice are different sigils or symbols or whatever. I forget what they're called. Glyphs. Every turn, you roll 3 dice, and then whatever symbols pop up, they get added to your pool, and you expend those banked symbols in order to perform actions. So for example, if I rolled the Shadow Spectre, and it came up the sword icon, it's 2, it adds 2 sword symbols to my pool, which I can then use to attack. There's defense ones, there's movement ones, there's magic, there's trap ones. And then there's the star ones, which are, if you roll 2 stars that are the same level, you get to pick one and you can summon it. But lunch-like cups, look at all these fucking random mess. Look at all these bozos. All fighting each other, Digidice bosses. We're fighting Krieger, lover of the Hiroshima-style pancakes and the Class D Culture Festival. Committee chairman. Is not known if he hails from Hiroshima. Alright. Busy cooking pancakes. But I can't say no to a challenge, now can I? Instead of pancakes, I'll do my cooking on you.
What?
Yep. Yep. Well, you only have so many lines to write down. You have only so many lines to fit in. Yeah, but now we're rolling dice. We want to get out some level 1s. Start building our dungeon. Pick 3 dice. We roll them. We rolled 1 arrow, so we get 1 movement, and we can summon something. Let's summon the baby dragon. The dice you can pick to unfold in any way, shape, or form you fancy. In any orientation you like. Drop them.
That's the so that's exactly how it worked in the anime, right?
This is exactly how it worked in the anime.
Okay. Because like I said, I don't remember actually playing it, but I do remember the episodes
Yeah,
very vaguely in the
very vaguely. Yeah.
back of my childhood memory banks somewhere.
Hello, Mr. Horseman. We just want to be building out. We're trying to rush over to his dungeon master. We're gonna punch in the face 3 times, and that's how we win. Best is to probably get something over here. We can get right to him and punch him. In order that we keep rolling dice and summoning things. Doesn't make sense to move off our move crest to move our guys up because we're just going to extend off of them anyways. Ooh, that's unfortunate one. Mammoth Graveyard. Some of these guys have effects. Mammoth Graveyard raises the attack of all beast types, I believe. Bad for us. Let's just keep rolling. And more summons. More summons are always good. Let's... Here. I don't want to interact with it. Thankfully, Mammoth Graveyard is indiscriminate and it just buffs all beasts, ours included. That's interesting. Oh, level 2s, no! Okay, he's not coming to attack us though, which is fine. If we're lucky... be able to roll out another one. Nope. Just got end turn. I'd like to get as close as possible to his dungeon master without having to actually step on any of his tiles. Dragon. Yeah, I think that'll do it. We get one more roll, and then we need to start rolling attacks. When he's summoned, we just get a trap press. Sweet. You get twin-handed dragon, and turn. They got another summon. It's another Mammoth Graveyard. That's unfortunate. But he is a dumb computer, so does not actually start swinging at us. Alright. Get one more summon in. And we should be in a position to start winning. Let's go... Rebo, sure. Drop that there. Now have our Karibo. Unrestricted access to his Die Master. Attack! 1 to 3 hits down. Getting multiple hits per turn, but that is risky. And that exposes us to being rushed down as well. And now, we just need to make sure we have attack crests in our pool. We need one more, and we just win. Pumpkin for the horseman. There we go. Rebo attack. Now, unless he can kill my Karibo and set himself up to block this twin-headed dragon, we just win. But thankfully, he is a dumb computer, so we do just win. That doesn't matter, but we rolled 4 extra attack. Attack the Die Master. And that's game. Win! You get an exploding disc.
Exploding disc.
And whatever all those other things are. Are those part of the exploding disc?
Yeah, those are part of the exploding disc. So when you go to roll die, if you put the exploding disc in.
No, she lost.
Yeah, so sad. Bigger. Save game. But that's Dungeon Dice Monsters. Now that I am an adult who has an adult understanding of how game mechanics function, and also have recently watched the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, I'm not having nearly as much of a time struggling with this as I did as a child.
Well, that's good.
I understand how it works, and I understand how the game functions. And you know what? It's a pretty interesting game. I would like to, at some point, have a read through the actual the manual of the physical Dungeon Dice Monsters game, just to see how it actually plays as a like real product. Because there's probably some adaptation cuts or changes to mechanics that they make for the digital release or for the show, and then once they need to push it through to a like physical board game, they probably have to change some things. Interesting to see how it actually plays differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder what their main inspirations for it was.
That's a good question as well. I don't know. Yeah, and it's like, do interviews exist from like the dev team of Dungeon Dice Monsters? Like, how did this come about, and how did this get refined? I know in like recent, on Netflix there's a show of like, I think The Toys That Made Us, I think it's called. It does like the full like hour-long docu-dive into like, oh, how did Power Rangers toys happen? And it shows, oh yeah, these were the, you know, they licensed some tokusatsu footage. And they licensed like Kamen Rider footage, and they had to spin it for the West, so they just cut out all of the footage of Asian people and just inserted American actors.
Okay, that's
This was like the early 90s. That was their exact reasoning.
Well, I mean, I can understand the localization of, if they are talking, then we don't want to have to overdub them. We could choose our own actors, then we can have them actually speaking, and we can do whatever we want with the storylines, basically.
Yeah, but again, this was the 90s. Like, they're probably not gonna have Asian people on TV. Speaking as an Asian person myself. Yeah, there's takes a bit. But yeah. Dungeon Dice Monsters. If there exists a developer interview from like 2003 or something, I would definitely love to see that. Now this is the other Yu game that I played. And I played a little bit as
Quick Google search doesn't reveal anything. Just some people who are still playing it, basically.
Oh well.
We played Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters in 2024.
Oh my god. So cool. But yeah, this is Eternal Duelist Soul, and this is a game that this is one of the other Yu-Gi-Oh games that I owned as an actual Game Boy Advance game. And this one, rather interestingly, this one was released after they released the rules of the actual physical card game. So this one has real cards. They have real monsters, and they have real spells, and they have real trap cards. Got fusion monsters and mechanics. Like, this is as far as I'm aware, this is the first actual card game this is the first actual video game adaptation of the card game.
Interesting.
And it has all of the monsters have their real effects and have their real
What was it on? Game Boy Advance?
Game Boy Advance, I believe, yes.
Yeah, okay, because it's 16 by 9 now instead of square.
I never actually noticed that. They changed resolutions. Yeah, I guess they would, yeah.
Yeah, you have to. That's the reason there's a big background there as well.
Yeah.
To make up the extra resolution.
Yeah. Reminds me how hard America tried to force an Asian guy to play horrible villains all the time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it did get better. I will say that, but like American like Hollywood really liked to play into stereotypes for a long, long time, and arguably they still do. But yeah, this is Eternal Duelist Soul, or the Eternal Duelist Soul, and this is just Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just regular Yu-Gi-Oh. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock.
Oh, we lost.
Okay.
Oh, we're still going first though, which is a pretty good position.
I'm so
to
glad In Stars in Time has made an appearance.
Yep. I want to make everyone scared of Asians, but all the women found him really hot. That's so funny. Who is that? If you know who that is, please do let me know, because I would be fascinated to look into that story. But yeah, Eternal Duelist Soul. This is just the card game.
Oh god, that moving background.
Yeah. Rogue Doll, 60-100 attack, 1,000 defense.
I like that they can't actually fit any of the text, so they just have like the texture of the card, and then attack 1,600, defense 1,000 is like its own text element on like overlaid on top of the card's actual like texture. You know what I mean? Like see that little text box with the fake text? Like that's one sprite that's built into the background image of the whole card.
Yeah, well, rather interestingly, this is what Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards used to look like. This is the appearance they had in the anime. Because they had the great big art, and then they had on the left is the text box, and on the right is the 2 lines of attack defense.
But the text box actually had text, right?
Yeah, of course, it actually had text. Yeah.
Okay.
So they just have the appearance of text in this one. But yeah. I think you could probably find like older, like bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards that have that same layout. All I know is there's a scene of him branding a woman and woman washing it. We're like, yes! I'm glad to know that people haven't really changed since then. That's very funny. Now, this version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, I believe, what was it, 2002? So, it has like it has like a lot of the base set stuff. Which is why that you see my hand is full of like normal monsters, because that's all that we really had.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like 1,000 by 1,300, like that was a pretty decent monster.
and this is a pretty big, sweeping change to the system compared to the last, basically what, 5 games in a row that had like the same very simple.
Yeah, compared to the Dual Monsters games, this is like, this is nuts. Like we have the zones, we have spell and trap card zones instead of just activating them and then they disappear and that's your one card for the turn. We have the monster zones, we have the field zones, we have the fusion deck, graveyard, we have the banishment zone. We have draws, we have all of the phases of a turn. Draw, standby, main phase, battle phase, main 2, and then end phase. Like, oh yeah, this is everything. I'll play Change of Heart. Doesn't need one monster your opponent controls. I wish to take control of this monster. There's even chaining in this game, which was a surprise to me as well. And just activate things. Oh my god, it's a good thing I stole this. Oh my god, he set down a Mystical Elf. That is 2,000 defense. Fuck that thing. I will tribute the monster that I just stole to summon my Summon Skull. Enter the battle phase. Attack with your Ogdoll. Direct attack with Summon Skull. And I'll complete my turn. And in the position that I'm in right now, the CPU is kind of hosed. Not a lot of the spectacular cards exist at this stage of the game's history. Really, having a monster with over 2,000 attack is kind of a deal break. It's kind of a winning game state, because they can only right now set a monster in defense, maybe set a card. That card could matter, or they would need to draw into something like Dark Hole here. You destroy all monsters on the field. Sort of reset the game and maybe get the card advantage in their favor. Because otherwise I just keep summoning shit. Go to battle phase. Rogue Doll attack. If they have only middling monsters, then yeah, even my 4 stars that I can just summon without sacrificing, just trample over them. And we just wallop them for 25 direct. And wallop them for 12. And we can't really finish him off this turn, so he gets one more turn to live. But writing's on the wall, Tristan. I get, unless you draw the out. Kind of fucked. Jinzo number 7. Direct attack. It's got an effect. He summoned an effect monster. Oh my god. Effect monsters exist in the video games now and have functioning abilities. Do a Mystical Space Typhoon. Activate the MST. Designate a magic or trap card you wish to destroy. And destroy his. He has no response. Blew up the trap card. What is this trap card? 7 Tools of the Bandit. Cost 1,000 of your own life points to negate the activation of a trap card and destroy it. That is actually a pretty decent card even nowadays. It's not amazing, but it sure like exists as a real card that you can play. And yeah, Summon Skull. Actions at number 7. Ten times more damage than he had HP remaining. You win. You can duel us, really good. Can't win, I don't duel enough. Fun for me though, so I'll play you whenever you want. You managed to reinforce your deck? You know that you can now select a new booster pack. Select it when you've got the chance. We just unlocked... Oh, we unlocked 2 new booster packs. Only had these 3 before.
Oh.
Yeah, and in this game, you win and you get 8 new cards, I think, or 7. You get some number of new cards.
Dragon.
Well, which booster pack should we open?
Dragon.
Red Eyes, yeah. The Red Eyes booster pack. We got 5 cards. That's what it was. They're not the worst, actually. Antrosaurus, Beaver Warrior is a pretty decent one. 1500 defense, like comparatively to everything else we pulled. Like, if we put this in defense mode, it's a pretty strong wall. Even more so, Giant Soldier of Stone. That's actually a card that I wanted for this deck because it is 2000 defense, which nothing can get over unless you fucking tribute summon. Was a fantastic pull. Good job. Save the game. And that's about all of the... That is the old school Yu-Gi-Oh games. There's more. Duel Monsters 6, Expert 2, Sacred Cards. Oh yeah, and then there's some games that even with the card games that came out, even once the card game came out, still kind of didn't give a fuck, and really did their own thing. I think very notably, Rashif of Destruction and I think it's called Duelist of the Roses are 2 games that are just ridiculously difficult because they don't give a fuck and use the Yu-Gi-Oh properties and cards, but don't follow the exact same formula of the games. A quick look at Destruction. Like, I think it might be this one, but all the cards have, like, star signs that give them additional, like, attack and defense versus, like, opposing star signs, like Pokemon types. It's wild. Look at that animation.
That's definitely just a video of a fire, right?
Oh, yeah.
If it's not, if that's like hand-drawn pixel art, I'm even more impressed.
No, it's definitely a video of a fire. Or it's like a loop of like 2 seconds of fire that they drew like 5 frames of. Now I put this monster card in here like so, and voila, I'm good to go. How's adjusting your deck coming along? Lousy. I guess you still got lots of work to do. You can learn from the expert, the one and only, Joey Wheeler on making great decks. Alright guys, I'm gonna totally rock with this deck today. Man, I can't wait for the Duel Express train to come. It's been too long since I dueled in a tournament. Wes and Yugi and I are gonna own this tourney. Let's go for it. Yeah, don't think you gonna let you win. Well, that goes double for Yugi. Speaking of who, why isn't Yugi here yet? Man, this stinks. Look at time already. He's late. Come on, Yugi. You can't even think about being late on a day like this. If he doesn't get here soon, we'll miss the Duel Express. He's the one who promised that 3 of us are gonna take the train together. Man, that Yugi. If he doesn't agree, if he doesn't get here, he can give me all his rare cards, and I still won't forgive him. There he is. There's the boy. Everything's horrible. Why is everything horrible? Oh, yourself, the Millennium Puzzle. My puzzle's gone, along with the spirit inside.
You fool.
When I woke up this morning, it was gone. Aye. What am I supposed to do? Die, I guess. Hey, we can't waste time staying here talking. What do you think? What should we do? Let's go look for it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. You got it, Yug? Stop till I find my dearest friend. I promise. Get fucked, Joey. Counting on you. God, there's so much story here. What are you still doing here? We're 3 take the Duel Express. And puzzle guy's gone. How'd that happen? Oh fuck, it's a Shizu! What? Why is a Shizu here? Bloody puzzle has also disappeared. But I fear the most is coming to fruition. Please, I need your help. What do you need our help with? Your puzzle, that's only to be expected. Please bear with me, listen to my words carefully. Come to ask the duelist for your help. To save the world from Rashif, the Dark Being. It's confusing how the world is in great peril. Only strong duelists like you can save yourselves, ruins, something. All the Millennium items have disappeared. It's most likely due to Rashif's resurrection. An unknown entity must have commenced a fusion ritual on the Egyptian god cards, which released Rashif, the Dark Being, into the world. Ritual stole the mighty power of the Egyptian god cards. The cards, now drained of its mysterious energies, transformed into stone. You must send the Dark Being to its eternal rest before the world is destroyed. In order to accomplish this feat, the Egyptian god cards are absolutely essential. However, the Egyptian god cards have been turned to stone. They no longer have power. Only Millennium items can restore them to their former glory. Items have been scattered all over the world. Must be regained to resurrect the Egyptian god cards. And help the Egyptian gods, we may have a chance of sealing away the Dark Being. I'm counting on you to accomplish this task. These are my powerful duelists. Left unchecked, the Dark Being's strength will keep growing. The world will be shrouded in perpetual darkness. Please help save the world. What should we do? Beat the Dark Being. Hey, you'd say that. Besides, after finding my Millennium Puzzle, I'll go with you. As you said, I'm a powerful duelist. How can I refuse? You come along too. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. First Millennium items must be recovered. As ascendant of the clan of Gravekeepers, I can sense the fate pulses of the Millennium items. You must first make your way to the Egyptian exhibition. If my feelings are correct, first the Millennium item should be there. Now what I ask is a great imposition, but I have no one to turn to except for you. Leave it to us. Words have given me help for the first time in a long time. I leave the fate of the world in your hands. Fucking bye, Shizu.
Fate of the world in our hands.
Yep. Okay, bye, Taya. Hey, you want a duel? I want to ride the Duel Express. Oh, level. Yep. Today's Duel Express. Alright, we gotta go. We gotta get on the train. That's not the train. This way. 3 duelists, the hippest thing right now. Cybercorp chartered an entire express train for the duel tournament called Duel Express. It's amazing what rich people can do. This way.
Yeah, it's amazing what rich people can do.
It's amazing what rich people can do. It's in my territory, you have the gold challenge me.
Wars.
Yeah? We'll duel for a rare card. Oh, we're fucking fighting. Alright.
Yeah. Yes.
Um.
Okay, so what mechanics do we have and not have?
I think this is regular Duel Monsters, but it has the capacity mechanics from the other games. From the older Duel Monsters games.
So that must be a multiplayer, like, balancing thing, right?
I guess, but this is a single player game, it looks like. Oh no.
Sure, maybe you'll unlock a versus mode later. It's not available right from the main menu.
It's okay to exit without dueling without selecting an anti-card. Sure, I'll anti this Bite Shoe. Uses anti. My turn. Oh boy, oh boy. Shadow Spectre. What do we got? That's a... What is that? Details. Type zombie.
Ooh.
Summon fiend. Okay.
It's the spirit of a wild animal.
Now we got Final Destiny. Spell brings a total devastation to all cards on the field and in the hands. Costs 15. I guess let's summon a monster. The Wicked Mirror. Attack. Fuck him up. We died.
What?
I don't know why we died. Why did we die? I guess turn end.
Rip.
Ow. Oh, Griggle attacked me. Fucking Griggle. Alright, well, a Griggle's a plant forest. What do we think is gonna be a plant forest? We've got,
Elves dance in the forest?
got Dancing Elf, who's a fairy
forest.
forest.
Right about that.
We got Petite Dragon, who's a Dragon Wind, I think. Dragon Wind. We got Buku. Yeah, it is just Buku, who's a Magician Light. Light's gotta beat Fiend, right? Go. Buku. Attack. Shadow Spectre. Hell yeah. And then we just turn end. Play a card in defense mode. Switches Griggle to defense mode. We got him on the back foot. What can we do? Let's summon something big. Petite Dragon. Fuck him up. Petite Dragon. Attack Griggle. Griggle beats Petite Dragon. Why? Why? Buku attack Griggle. Buku beats Griggle?
Is it a attack against attack, not like how it works?
It should be attack versus defense if they're in defense mode, if they're sideways. The fuck? I'm not so sure now. Wing Cleaver, attack this face down. Magician of Faith, get fucked, Magician. Buku, attack this face down. Shadow Spectre, there we go. Turn end. I don't know what those face downs he put are, but they're not helping him. What do we get? We got La 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 Leon. La La Leon. The Thunder. Attack this face down. White Shoes. Then we can attack direct. Then we can attack direct.
Why does the cursor do that after every move? What is going on?
Probably scanning the field to see if there's any potential activations.
Oh,
It's just doing it in a visual way.
interesting.
Because it does hit every single field space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's checking for abilities or potential like activations of spell cards. Back into Darkness, spell that causes the banishment of a monster to darkness. If attacked, it destroys the monster on the foe's field. What? Back into Darkness is activated. It will carry off a monster on the foe's field to the afterlife. What?
What? It was attacked? I don't understand.
No, I activated it, and it just killed something on their field.
It's only supposed to work if it was attacked.
I don't know, man.
Also, how can you attack a spell card?
Yeah. These are good questions. These are very good questions that I wish I could answer you. Oh, Shadow Spectre killed my fucking dancing elf. You piece of shit. What do we get? We got the Bewitching. Bewitching what? The Bewitching Phantom Thief. A suave and debonair thief who swaddles himself in a black cape. He enchants enemies by exquisitely twirling his cane. I'm sorry, he's a type magician, summon dreams. What? What does that mean?
Well, I know a lot of people probably dream about the Dark Magician Girl, so...
Wing Cleaver. A la Leon.
It was a bad joke, I'm sorry.
End turn.
I don't understand why are the particles getting baked into the scene. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god, Doma the Angel. A single tribute is required. It's a fairy shadow. Alright, so we need to tribute something. Let's tribute... fuck this Lala Leon. Tribute it. Doma the Angel. Buku attack the face down. Wing Cleaver attack directly. Witching Phantom Thief attack directly. Doma the Angel, fuck him up! Opponent is out of LP. Dual victory! Your deck capacity increased by 3. Just 3. It increased by a whole 3. 96 Domino was obtained. Fake Trap was obtained. A fake trap card that is intended only to fool the opponent. Nothing triangle happens if it is attacked. What?
Okay. It's just an empty card, basically, that can make your opponent panic, which it would just probably be better if you just used a real trap card.
I guess? Dagnabbit, you tricked me. Only hear it because I heard of all the tough duelists were somewhere else. Supposed to be on the Duel Express, not dueling me. Wow, my god, Joey, are you okay?
Oh.
There he is. Yeah, that was, I still don't understand the mechanics. Monsters also have a summon type that is more or less effective against other things? Sure. Oh boy, oh boy. I think that's feel about it for the early days collection. Let's.
Those sure are some early days.
Those sure were the early days of Yu-Gi-Oh. It sure was interesting. There were some neat things there. I'm quite interested to see how much more Capsule Monsters goes. because or monster capsule. Because that is very much it is very much a different game entirely from what everything else is.
True.
Uh. Now, just to cap it off, let's do some wild shit with this. Shall I throw it in an actual duel, or shall I demonstrate a modern Yu-Gi-Oh combo? What do you think?
Demonstrate a modern Yu-Gi-Oh combo.
Okay.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
Just to cap this off, and to see where Yu-Gi-Oh has gone, let me pull up solo mode. Yeah, Sky Strike Expert. This one very. My deck. Let's do the. White Forest doesn't mean it. On. But first. Oh, this is Master Duel, by the way. This is the modern Yu-Gi-Oh client with almost all of the cards. There's still some like the super modern ones that are not yet out. But yeah, let me. Hold this. Get the proper starter that I know. I could play from that. Not an ideal first hand. Where is my Stellar now? Alright, there's a Stellar. Alright. So this is my White Forest Azumina deck. Focuses on using these White Forest cards to synchro summon monsters and flexes in some of the Azumina monsters who are related in lore to just give the White Forest engine a little bit of a boost. All of these cards, fucking novels. So let's start by normal summoning a Stellar of the White Forest. He has the effect that while on field, I can send one spell or trap card from my hand or field to the graveyard to special summon one light spellcaster tuner from my deck. Activator effect, send this trap card to the graveyard. Grab a Sylvia of the White Forest. When Sylvia the White Forest is normal or special summoned, I can add one White Forest spell or trap from my deck to my hand. I will go ahead and add Tales of the White Forest. Now with a Stellar, who's a level 2, and Sylvie, who's a level 4 tuner monster, and bash them together to synchro summon. 4 plus 2. Allows me to synchro summon Arciela, Sinister Soul of the White Forest. Arceal is a synchro monster. Lives in the extra deck. Exists by sending, but can be summoned by sending one tuner and one non-tuner, one or more non-tuner monsters with total levels 6 the field to the graveyard. Arceal has the effect that if this card is special summoned, I can send one Spell Trap from my hand or field to the graveyard, add one White Forest card or one light spellcaster monster from my deck to my hand. I'll activate that effect. Send this copy of Tales of the White Forest that Sylvie grabbed me to the graveyard. It is going to let me add Elzette, Azamina of the White Forest. My hand. And it also triggered 2 effects. I trigger the effect of a Stellar of the White Forest in the graveyard, who, because a spell or trap is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster's effect, while a Stellar is in the graveyard, I can special summon a Stellar. It also triggers the effect of Tales of the White Forest, who, because it was sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, set it face down on the field. Tails. The Stellar. Then activate Elzette, Azamina of the White Forest in my hand. Allows me to reveal Elzette and then special summon any one White Forest or Azamina monster from my hand. Summon herself. And once again, because Arceala is a Synchro Tuner monster who is level 6, and Elzette Azamina of the White Forest, they level 2, I can once again Synchro Summon. Take Arceala and Elzette. Send them to the graveyard to summon out Diabelle, Queen of the White Forest. Diabelle activates. Elzette activates. This card is sent to graveyard as synchro material. You can add one Sinful Spoils card from your deck to your hand. Diabelle activates. If this card is synchro summoned using a tuner synchro monster, I can target one spell trap in my graveyard and add it to my hand. To grab that copy of Evenly Match I discarded at the start of the game. Diabelle gives evenly. Elzette lets me add spell card Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Will also activate Tales of the White Forest that was reset on the field. If I control an illusion or spellcaster monster, add a White Forest monster from my deck to my hand. We'll add Elzette of the White Forest. Then activate the effective Elzette of the White Forest in my hand. Send a spell or trap card from my hand or field to the graveyard, special summon this card from my hand, then add one White Forest monster from your deck to your hand except Elzette. Elzette to the field. Add copy of a Stellar because the card that I was actually going to find, Brucia of the White Forest, is already in my hand. Now, gets complicated. To activate the continuous spell card, Deception of the Sinful Spoils. As a continuous spell, it just sits on the field until I use it. Which I'm going to use. I contribute one monster from my hand or field, add one Azamina card from my deck to my hand. I will tribute the Stellar, since I don't think I need her. Gonna let me add the Hallowed Azamina spell card to my hand. And now, onto some goofy shit. The Hallowed Azamina is a spell card that lets me reveal one Azamina fusion monster from my extra deck, and for every 4 levels it has, rounded down, I send one Sinful Spoils card from my hand and or field to the graveyard. If face down, you reveal it first. Then special summon that revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. So I can reveal Azamina Mu Arcealgo from my extra deck. Send Deception of the Sinful Spoils from my field to the hand because I've already used from my field to the graveyard since I've already used it. Summon out Azamina Mu Arcealgo. Azumina Mu Salgo. If this card is fusion summoned, I can add one Azumina or Sinful Spoils card from my deck to my hand. We'll do that. I will add Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils. My hand. I will then activate the effect of Sylvia the White Forest in my graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one White Forest Synchro monster you control or in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon this card, but its effect is negated. So by sending this Arciela, has already been used and is now in my graveyard, back to the extra deck to be used later, I can get Sylvia the White Forest. Just because her effects are negated does not mean that she is no longer a tuner monster. And with Azumina Mu Risalgo and Sylvia the White Forest, 6 plus 4, and 4 is a tuner. I can bash both of them together in order to summon the level 10 Synchro monster, Baronne de Fleur. Baronne de Fleur is an incredibly powerful monster. 3,000 attack, 2,400 defense. Once while it exists on the field, I can just point at something and negate it and destroy it. And also, once on every one of my turns, I can point at something on the field and destroy it. Stupidly strong effect.
You do in fact get it twice. That wasn't
Yeah, yes. Well, pointing at something and destroying it is a once per turn effect. I can do that once every one of my turns, as long as I have Baronne de Fleur. And then once at any time, as long as Baronne de Fleur is on the field. But only once per duel, basically. Whenever a whenever a card or effect is activated, Baronne can point at it, negate it, and destroy it. So it can say, nope, you don't get that effect, and instead that thing goes directly to the graveyard. There's a bit of a nuance there, because destroying something and negating and destroying it, two different effects. The destroy is basically at sorcery speed, so it can only happen when nothing else is going on and it's my turn and I control something, and I can perform actions, like playing new cards. Whereas the negate is a response. It's a very strong card. And it's just so generically summonable that you can just put any two things together, basically, and get it. Which is why it was banned in the Western version of the card game for a long time, the TCG. Anyway, we're about to do something real goofy. In the graveyard, I can activate the effect of the Hallowed Azumina spell card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Azumina monster you control or in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. Because we used Azumina Mu Risalgo as synchro material, it is now in the graveyard. We can send it back to the deck to be used later. We once again add the Hallowed Azumina to our hand. Which means that we can play it again. Play the Hallowed Azumina, and then you play the quick play spell, Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils, that we grabbed a while back. Now, because the Hallowed Azumina sends a Sinful Spoil card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and special summons, then fusion summons a monster using that as material, basically. And because Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils is a quick play spell, and the weird fucking rules of Yu-Gi-Oh, how those work, cards just stay in place until the whole chain of events, essentially the stack, is all used up. My first cry, new song. Hey! Thank you. Yeah, just at the very end of the stream, showing how how the Yu-Gi-Oh early days gameplay compares to modern Yu-Gi-Oh. And it's wild. Anyway, because of how the weird rules of Yu-Gi-Oh work, until the stack is clear, any cards that are used stay on the field while effects are still resolving. So because I activate the Hallowed Azumina first, and then activated Wanted on top of that, Wanted's effect goes off, but it stays on the field to be used as tribute fodder for the Hallowed Azamina. Wanted resolves, grabs me Diabellstar, the Black Witch. Hallowed Azamina resolves, adds me Azamina Ilia Sylvia. Reveal, and I can send the already used up Wanted to the graveyard. You get basically a free Sylvia. How is that fair? I don't know. But boy, oh boy. Am I taking advantage of it?
Everything's broken, nothing's broken.
Everything's broken, nothing is broken. Truer words have never been. Now, we could end it there, and that is a plenty strong board. What this board does is, as Baron de Fleur, who just exists on the battlefield, and whenever my opponent tries to do anything, can point at it once and say no. Very similarly, Azamina Ilia Sylvia has the effect, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can tribute Azamina Ilia Sylvia, and then negate that effect. I've got 2 Omni Negates. And in addition, I also have Diabell, Queen of the White Forest, who, whenever your opponent activates a card or effect, I can quick effect send 1 Speller Trap from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon 1 level 7 or lower Tuner Synchro monster from your extra deck or banishment. So if I get a Speller Trap on the field, my opponent tries to play a monster card, or activate a monster effect, I can send that Speller Trap instead of activating it. You summon out. Very specifically, what I want is Silvera, the Wolf Tamer of the White Forest, who, when she is summoned, changes all face-up monsters your opponent control to face-down defense position, which is basically a death sentence for them, because once a monster is in face-down defense position, very little can actually interact with it. You can't use it as link material, you can't use it as synchro material or XZ's material, nothing. It just exists on your field face down. Buff everything, nerf nothing. Yep, exactly that. The White Forest Centurion, Lab, and Ubel player. I'm playing Snake Eye Fiendsmith White Forest Azamina soon after the Duelist Cup. White Forest Lab Azamina is good too. Going second card. Is White Forest Lab good? That's very exciting because I play Labyrinth as well. Labyrinth is my jam. It's a trap deck. Very fun. What else can we do with this? What else can we do with this? Diabellstar. Tributes. Stellar. Get 7 and the spell. Celia. Synchro into Coral Dragon. Oh, it's gonna be grind. I'm very excited. I'd be very excited for it because Labyrinth is a lot of fun. Synchro sent from the field to the graveyard. Tried White Forest Lab and it was iffy. Azamina does use Fiendsmith monsters. Okay. Let's just go. Activate Diabellstar the Black Witch in hand. I will send Stellar from my hand to the graveyard. Summon Diabellstar the Black Witch. When Diabellstar is normally special summoned, I can set 1 Sinful Spoils Speller Trap directly from my deck. I will do so. Setting Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. basically is fodder for Diabell. And to cap off this turn, let's just go... Is IP? Diabell of the Black Witch and Elzette of the White Forest. Use them as materials. Link Summon. IP Masquerena. Best of two worlds, yeah? Yeah? A lot of spell trap synergies, so... Could be good. Only recently got into Unchained. Yeah, I was playing Labyrinth mostly as a really shitty Dogmatica. Just filling up with cards that trigger when you get sent to the graveyard, and then playing a couple of the Dogmatica traps. Like Ecclesia. Equation is a tough... Oh, I'm not smart enough for Equation. That's too... I am not smart enough to play the Equation canon version. Fuck no. Anyway, what I just did was Link Summon. They are blue cards that you can just fucking power out with any two cards. Specifically, IP Masquerena. As long as I have any two non-Link monsters on the field, I can send them both to the graveyard to summon IP Masquerena. Link is such an incredibly fucking powerful mechanic that they added in. IP Masquerena lets me Link Summon on my opponent's turn. And whenever during your opponent's main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, Link Summon one Link monster using materials you control, including this card. And a Link monster that uses this card as material cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. That was just any two random fucking monsters to make that. Which is very, very strong. But yeah, this is a pretty healthy end board to end on. We've got two negates that can just hit literally anything. Anytime a card or effect is activated. I say no twice. I can flip all of my opponent's monsters face down, and then if they still have something they can do after that, I can use IP Masquerena to use any of my expended monsters already, turn them into another Link monster, which would be SP Little Knight. If this card is Link summoned using a Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monster as material, target one card on the field, or any of the graveyard, banish it. Also, your monsters cannot attack directly this turn. Oh well. Exosister Valmonica, I think. Generic lab cards include Chaos. When Arius dropped last summer, I used heavily. 2 copies right now. I dismantled the other to build another deck. It was fair. White Force Exosister Valmonica. Lucky pulls with Exosister. Exosister was interesting, but I think when I was thinking about building it, something else caught my eye. I don't remember what though. But Exosister's pretty cool. I've encountered Valmonica once or twice, and it sure did things. Oh yeah, and also as a bonus, with Deception of the Sinful Spoils, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there from the spell trap zone this turn, I can set it face up. Which can be fuel for Diabell, Queen of the White Forest, or is follow up next turn. So my opponent's gonna draw a card and try and do things, but I'm gonna point at him and laugh. Activate Baron de Fleur? No. Standby phase. Main phase 1. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. That is not going to go through. I'm going to use Baron de Fleur and say no to that. Baron is going to point at that card and laugh. Goodbye, Heavy Storm. Nice try. Now my opponent's going to try and use Sky Striker Mobilize. Engage. I'm going to use this Ash Blossom in my hand. Not even part of the field. I just so happen to draw it. Ash Blossom, when a card tries to move out of the deck to anywhere, I can point at it and say no by discarding it. Can I go back? No. Going to use Into the Void. Draw 3 cards. If you have 3 or more cards in hand, draw 1 card. If you do, during the end phase of this turn, discard your entire hand. Yeah, okay. Draw a card. Go ahead. What can you do with one card? You can try and use Engage again. I'm gonna say no to that Engage. Because now that you have 3 spells in the graveyard, that's also a draw. So no to that. Activate Sylvia, tribute itself. Get nothing there. Dark Hole! Fuck, I didn't expect Dark Hole. Do I have an answer to Dark Hole? I think I might have just gotten outplayed by a bot.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a great demo of how modern Yu-Gi-Oh plays.
Yep, it sure is. Shit. Fuck. All right. Yeah. I guess I'll activate IP Masquerena. IP Masquerena. I can link summon SP Little Knight. Fuck. I'll use this Burn the Floor and IP Masquerena. Graduating Diamond finally. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! But I enjoy it thoroughly. Yeah, okay. Activate SP Little Knight. Let's... You don't get that engage in your card. Set 1 card face down. End the turn. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Let's see if we can win this in 1 turn. I think we might be able to still. Let's go Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Activate it. Activate this Fuwalos because who gives a fuck what it's doing. Add Queen Azamina to hand. Less than a few after a few last few seasons. Yeah, nice. Like a jigsaw puzzle on crack mixed with chess. Yeah, that is exactly what modern Yu-Gi-Oh is. It is quite something. Hallowed Azamina. Bounce back. Illa Sylvia. What I really want to do is activate a Stellar Sun. I need to do. Hard summon Rusia? Do I really want to do that? I can Hallowed Azamina. You can have any Azamina I want. Because Hallowed Azamina uses Sinful Spoils as material. Let's go... Saint Azamina. 1. Your deck in the heart of cards is all, yep. Complex deck I played last year. Branded Tier. Oh boy, is that an adventure. Oh, Tier Limit scares me. Tier Limit's a frightening archetype. I know it's pretty simple. It's just milling cards. But it frightens me. Because I said Queen Azamina to the graveyard, she can special summon herself, and when Saint Azamina is summoned, I can special summon 1 level 9 or lower Azamina monster from my deck or extra deck. Let's go... Back in November, so half a year after playing Master Duel. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, even still, it's a pretty good time to play Tier, I think. Oh, Gina. Saint Azamina. I have a monster in graveyard. Let's go. I want an illusion monster in your graveyard except Regina, special summon it. So we'll do that. Let's grab. Ooh, do we grab LZ or do we grab Diabell? I think Sky Striker, so everything's 1500. Let's just grab Diabell actually. It's 96 on field. Special summon Diabell Star. Tributing Rusia. Got from last pull from a pull last month. Very cool. Yeah, the Azamina ones are fun. Branded tier again. I want to try branded Blue Eyes Bestial first. Oh, yeah, the Blue Eyes cards just dropped this month. That's cool. I forgot about them. What do I do? SP Little Knight. Crack that Roz. Alien Promethean. Yeah. We managed to crack their board after they cracked ours. The heart of the cards was indeed with us. We will just kick their fucking teeth in. I'm very surprised that the bot managed to put one over on me.
Let's go.
But hey, managed to get a victory, and that's modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. I'm sure none of that actually sunk in because holy shit, that was a lot.
It's basically like having to learn your entire rotation for one deck.
Yeah, and guess what? There's a fucking billion decks. There's so many different kinds of decks. You should look at my deck screen. There's so many different kinds that I've just tried, just for the hell of it. And like they're all so different. Like here is an idle deck that is
Idol, not idol.
idle, not idle, idle. Here's the idle deck, and they spam out link monsters. And the idea of this deck is just to, as you spam out more link monsters, deal burn damage to the opponent and just slowly kill them with 1,000 cuts. And then you take a look at and here's the Ancient Gear deck, whose goal is to summon out one big fucking robot and punch him in the face 7 times. Into meta. FTK was okay, but not my least favorite. Yeah. Oops. That card changes. White Forest monsters tend to have the same kind of decks, and I've tried a couple variations of them. Azamina, pure White Forest Centurion. Quite like Centurion. It was very consistent. Had a lot of options. There's Pendulum decks, which are real fucking hard because there's very little like 1-card combos for them. There's Galaxy Eyes, which just punches someone for 1 billion damage. There's Dragon Maid, which lets you grind down these nuts and bolts. Yeah, that's a good one. These nuts and bolts. I'm changing that. Edit deck. That's such a better title. These and bolts. Amazing title. Labyrinth deck is a favorite of mine, which is all trap cards. Or mostly trap cards. Labyrinth is a great time. There's gimmick combo decks like the Arcana Force, the World deck, which if the stars align, you can skip your opponent's turns and then just kill them before they literally have time to play. There's you Bell decks, which just say, hey, your opponent takes all your battle damage. Enpai decks, which is just, if these go second, hey, play all of the Mahjong dragons, and then your opponent's life points suddenly become 0. Oh boy. Gimmick is so underrated. Gimmick Puppet or just Gimmick decks? Gimmick Puppet? Yeah. I got a whole bunch of Gimmick cards while I was trying to roll for the, well, I was trying to roll for my Trickstar deck. I got a ton of Gimmick cards, but I was just so not interested in Gimmick at the same time. Yuval Yandere? Yes. Well, one my favorite character from GX. Such a... it's so much fun. I've watched all of the anime up to the first, like, 10, 20 episodes of Zexal is what I'm on now. Such a good time. 5D Zam. And then there's... Just to cap it off, there's this despicable fucking deck, which is nothing but hand traps. It is nothing but counter spells. And god damn it, I got my fucking teeth kicked in by this deck. I hate it so much. It's just so good for no fucking reason. I hope someone finds a way. I really hope someone finds a way to pretty consistently beat this deck, because man oh man, I don't understand how to combat this. But yeah, that was a quick look at modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh versus the old school stuff. The old school stuff still a lot of fun. I am going to have a good time just dicking around in the 9 when it came out, so 2006, 2007 era. Yeah, thereabouts. I'm gonna have a lot of fun just messing around in the old school early days collection that just released. Turn Duelist Soul, just playing with all the old cards and nothing but the old cards. Great time. Dungeon Dice Monsters, I'll give another crack at it, because man, now that I'm not a child and understand how game mechanics work, we'll see how far that is.
I wonder how crazy it gets in the late game when you have, like, I don't know, more.
Oh yeah, if you just have a whole
stuff.
You just have a whole team that's nothing but like Mammoth Graveyard that just buffs other Mammoth Graveyards, just dumb shit like that. Oh, really? Yeah, I probably have to look up like interesting Dungeon Dice Monsters builds on top of like figuring out how the actual physical game works. But yeah, I think we're approaching about time for this for this stream. Yeah, this is fun. Thanks for hanging out and letting me gush about Yu-Gi-Oh, Noah.
Yeah, I've just been working on my kobolds.
Yeah.
Been checking out the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. It's a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. It is a lot, and especially modern Yu-Gi-Oh is it is a different game. It is Yu-Gi-Oh 2 to the old school Yu-Gi-Oh 1. It's very much a completely different ballpark. That just has the same bones, but man oh man. Wild shit. What do we got going on this week? Hopefully Stefan's feeling better, so we'll get back to our regular programming. But
he's got a day because he's not doesn't join us for tomorrow.
Yeah. Speaking of tomorrow coming out over on my channel, where we'll be playing more Raincode, Master Detective Archives Raincode. I'm excited.
Oh man,
we get to hang out.
Can't wait.
Get to hang out with Fubuki, get to see what wild shit is gonna happen with the Resistance.
Just she's our dummy thick lass, you know?
She's our dummy thick lass. Yeah, that sure is a word for it. Oh,
I can't. I'm never gonna forget that. It's so
never.
good.
Yeah, that is how we identify her now. It's so funny. I'm looking forward to seeing how murder is going to get involved. It's coming. Something horrible is going to happen to those resistance guys. It's a matter of what and how.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Do you think? I think we're gonna have to accuse one of them, right? Or do you
Oh.
think they're all gonna go down?
Yeah, there's got to be a mole or something that we're gonna have to find out.
There's just so much going on with those characters already, and we
yeah.
know barely nothing about them.
So much going on. It's very, very exciting.
What's the plan for Tuesday?
What's the plan for Tuesday? The plan for Tuesday is to finish up with Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah, Devil May
We're
Cry
pretty
is
close.
fun. The old games are fun if you engage with them on their level. It's very easy to get frustrated with old games and old mechanics. But I'm having a good time with just taking it easy and trying to go through Devil May Cry. As you... yeah, see me online, just pop me a duel request. Usually not, I'm usually just fucking dicking around.
This is the one you can only complete quests in ranked, though, right?
Yeah, rather upsettingly, you can only do the daily quests in the rank mode. So just for fun though, I'm always happy to hang out and do some duels. But yeah, Devil May Cry on Tuesday should be a good time. Hopefully we actually finish it. The recent replays go ahead. Oh yeah, you got some good ones. I have some really fucking good.
I believe in you.
On Wednesday, if Bard's feeling up to it, head on over to 11 Bard over on YouTube, and come hang out as we play through Yakuza 3.
More yakking.
More Yakin. Yakuza's so much fun. The Yakuza games are so cool. We started
hoping
playing them.
once.
Yeah, started playing them before we got back into streaming. But
Yeah.
those being options for stream games, it's pretty cool. Peak May Cry 2 incoming. Just a preview, just a quick look.
Wes's first Yakuza stream is going to be how fast can we get to Mahjong?
But the answer
Mahjong's
is
80%.
yeah, about 3 hours, about 2 hours, I'd say. What do we got going on Thursday?
Well, as long as I have at least one wizard friend around, I will do Hogwarts most likely. But I am also trying to finish up Kobolds.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
have like a week and a half, I think.
Okay.
So, not a big deal if we can't.
Mhm.
Hopefully, once I am finished Kobolds, then, or at least this part of it, the animations and things, then I can have some more free time.
Yeah, yeah. Very neat. So yeah, head on over to Pet Games. It's P3T Games over on YouTube to hang out. Maybe for some dev stuff. Maybe for some more Hogwarts Legacy.
We will also be pushing out an update for the Wildlands of Fenora this week.
Oh yes, go check out the game that Noah's working on. Is it out? Is it released, or is it just a demo update?
Demo update, yeah.
Demo update. But hey, it's free. Go check it out.
There's a lot of content for a demo.
Time for a demo. Oh.
We're really we're really reeling in the wish lists. It's good. We've hit like 12K, I think.
Okay.
And then Friday, Hopefully everyone's around. We can play Halo or
Yeah, hopefully everyone's
see
around.
who else-
We'll see what's up on Friday. Maybe the plan for more start ODST, but I guess it's dependent on who we've got hanging out, I guess.
Yeah.
And then come back here next week on Sunday to check out In Stars and Time. Keep going for that. That's a cool game. I'm enjoying playing that. Do you have Discord? I should set up a Discord. I should set up a separate Discord just to hang out with just randos I find on stream.
You're getting to the point. People asking.
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess
much,
keep posted. Don't have a public Discord yet, but yeah, I'll keep you all in the loop if I do got anything coming.
Community management.
Yeah, I need to experiment more with Discord bots.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure like the Discord URL isn't just like on your page, because then the web crawler bots will just get into the Discord.
Yeah. What would be a good way to do that?
You probably have to post it in chat in live chat, and clear it afterwards, I think. Because unless a bot is actively watching at that moment that you share the link, then it means you're not gonna have passive gain of people joining the Discord. But
Yeah.
until you get like a verification bot or something up that can just try and cut out some of that spam, it's probably for the best.
Okay, yeah. That seems seems like a good plan. It's much appreciated.
I made a lot of progress today while you were Yu-Gi-Oh-ing.
Ah,
Check out
good.
I still got my stream open if you want to check this out.
Yeah, what a good match. Yeah, I'm quite proud of that Ancient Gear match. That one actually took me pretty close to the time limit because I was reading what the Azamina cards did. I tried to figure out how can I out this, and I realized that Ancient Gear, Chaos Ancient Gear Giant only has 500 more attack than defense than Chain Azamina's defense. So take a little bit of damage there. Oh, look at that! Oh, you got wings animating. You got the little walk cycles. Okay.
Oh, I've got. Oh. How do I do this again? That's the animation. I think I broke that. Okay, anyway. Yeah. So, putting together a little environment and go from there.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, that'll be all for today. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for enjoying some more Yu-Gi-Oh with me. I might do some more Yu-Gi-Oh streams in the future if no one's around, or if I'm feeling like streaming on a Saturday for a little bit more of an extended stream, because usually we only go for about 2 hours, more if it's like Raincoat or other story games.
More if you have me and not Stefan.
yeah. Stefan will have a bedtime. Which, probably shouldn't be, staying up late doing shit either, but, whatever.
Justify it when you get your first paycheck from streaming.
Having, like, the requirements for that on Twitch, at least, are actually not bad. are not too terrible, actually. I think I've fulfilled most of them. It's like, just be consistent with streaming and have a certain number of followers. I think I'm just short of the follower goal. David Dooley should be taking
if you haven't followed on Twitch, go follow on Twitch so you can reach this goal. Sub goals. Let's go.
Yeah. If you have people who want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh. I do tune in sometime. Let me know, and we can organize a sit-down duel day. Could be a good time. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thanks for hanging out. If indeed you're still here. Fucking see ya.
Careful with the card math.
Oh, be careful with the card math, and don't bet your soul on this.
Shadow
It's just a children's card game.
Yeah.
Oh, I had fun today.